Welcome back to News 12 at 4. Denison is getting ready to host its annual Dog Holiday Saints and Sinners Festival this spring. And here to tell us all about the festival and the History in the Hall Roadshow events leading up to the festival are Kurt Chakowski and Natalie Bowman. Thank you so much for being here today. So tell us a little bit about what we can expect this year.
Outstanding. Thank you very much, Carolyn, for having us here. On behalf of Donna Dowes from Main Street, Denison, and Rachel Reinhardt, who is the tourism for Denison, we're just here to talk about the Dog Holiday Festival, which is the 25th of April. Now you're saying, why are we here so soon before that? Well, because before that, we're also going to have 4 prelude things that are talking about historical events. And we do that the third Thursday of each month, January, February, March, and April. And this particular time here, we're going to be talking about Dog Holiday. I'm going to sit there and talk about a little bit about Denison and some unfamiliar or unknown names that you may not have known from the 1870s. And then Natalie here will be talking about the lawmen who made Denison safe in the city that we now know that you would want to have a business in.
During a difficult time when it was hard to be safe.
It was very difficult.
Well, very neat, very exciting. And y'all have a Bandits Bluegrass and Barbecue event as well.
It is. That's on the 25th, so the Friday before the festival on Saturday. And I will tell you that is just so much fun. It's going to be at the George Tavern. That's the new name for the Green Growler. And you can come on in there and you get good barbecue. You listen to some great music, good fellowship on there. They have all of the ice cream places going to be that. And then you can also see the reenactors that are going to be there for the next day. It's just a lot of fun.
Very
good family
exciting.
fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Very neat. Do you want to talk about any other roadshow events that are leading up to the big event?
I certainly will. The one in January is going to be talking about the lawmen here. I'm going to let Natalie talk just a little bit about the law of people that she's going to talk about there.
Absolutely.
And then I'll talk about the other ones.
Perfect.
Well, it's going to be very interesting because at the beginning of Denison as a town, it was just like you see in the Old West movies. Only these things really happened in Denison.
Wow.
You know, the bar fights, the shootout on Main Street at high noon, those things really happened. And we're going to talk about some of those things at the History in the Hall, and it's going to be pretty entertaining. It was really wild. The West was really wild in Denison, and they had to have some really tough lawmen to try to civilize the town.
Very exciting.
Just as an example, one of the men who bought the land that became Denison, his wife came from Dallas.
Oh, really?
She refused to live in Denison until there was a little law laid down there. And one of the men who did that is Red Hall, and Natalie will be sitting there talking about him.
Very neat. That's so exciting. I love Texas history. It's so fascinating. So much happened. And anything else that we'd like to add?
The next one in February, we're going to be talking about entertainment and entertainers. Brian Hanner, very famous historian, will be talking about the entertainers that came here from Denison. And then a new one this year, Melinda Mitchell is going to talk about Wood Lake. And Wood Lake is where the interurban was there, and they had an amusement park there, both white and black. Segregated parts there. And then we're going to have the Red River Railroad Museum in March. We'll give it, of course, you got to Denison, you got to talk about the railroad.
Of course.
And then we're going to have cowboy poets and reenactors there in April, just getting ready for the festival on the 25th.
Well, very exciting. Thank you all so much for being here today. This sounds like a great event. Lots of info that people need to know, and you can see right there when and where everything is. So we'll be right back after this.